Welcome back, dads. I'm happy to have you back, and today is another good day to talk about business stuff. Today I have a bit more of a thoughtful video in mind because I want to talk to you about why you should actually start a side hustle and how to deal with the doubts that come along with that, because I've been dabbling for a few years now, and since time is getting more and more rare, or spare time gets more rare, and I need to make decisions what I would use my time on and what would be the best, the most important use for my time. I'm always dabbling with the thought of, well, does it even matter, or is it even worth it to keep going with my startup, with the side hustle, with my side income, even if it doesn't bear the fruit yet that I was looking for? And so I want to talk to you about those thoughts and why I still think, even with all the doubts and all the problems I see with it, I still think that there's a big why I think it's important for you to also start a side hustle. So first things first, I think in today's world, we're so caught up. We're having so many different responsibilities. We have so many things on our to-do list. When we open our calendar, it's flooded. When we open our emails, it's flooded. Everywhere we see tasks, we see things we need to do. When we sit on the couch, we see, and get up and go in the kitchen, we see, the trash needs to be taken out. We see so many things that we need to do. And at the same time, then we're like, well, now I'm coming around the corner saying you need to start a side hustle. How does that even fit in the calendar? Well, I fully understand the thoughts and also the doubts of it. And I've thought about them a lot of why I should even start something. And yet it's getting always tricky for me to say it doesn't matter. I stop with the side hustle and focus just on doing my job because it's a good income, and use the rest of my time with the family. I somehow can't get myself to not have the side hustle, to not have a startup on the business, because I think there are so many good opportunities with it. Because my big why is I want to be there for my kids. If they need me at school, I want to be there. I don't want to be at work or stuck at work to be like, I can't come to the school recital because I need to work. And so I want to have a certain amount of freedom to spend time with my family and to make time for my family whenever they need it and I want it, and not when it is the opportunity for it. And so that is a big why I think you should also start a side hustle, to have the opportunity to control your priorities direct. That doesn't mean that the side hustle won't take any time away from you. The side hustle also is a business. It also needs to have somewhat of a priority. You need to put in effort. You need to spend time. So I spend time editing, filming, scripting, all of those things, and planning the next months and years and all those things. But what it comes down to is even if it's now a time investment, it is something that I want to grow into a position where I can also quit my 9-to-5 job to focus on the side hustle, to make it my full-time gig and have the family. And those two things work well together if they're set up to work together. And I think that is, to me, the main reason why I think you should start a side hustle, and why I think also the doubts aren't as big as they could be or should be, because you will doubt yourself anyways. You'll doubt yourself also if you didn't start it, and you 10, 20 years down the road, you're like, oh, I wish I could have done that, or I wish I would have could have done that, or I could be there now, but I'm not. And so to me, also missed opportunity is a doubt that keeps me going, because I don't want to be looking back 10, 20 years down the road and say like, oh yeah, I have missed a lot of opportunities. And so I want to grab the opportunities while I still can, while I have the control over them and the time for it, and make it and start it. And if it doesn't work, then I can say like, oh yeah, well, I learned a lot along the way. I got further down the road, and now I can change again, because you can always quit a side hustle, but you can't always start a side hustle. So maybe that's the end of this video. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it. Why did you start your side hustle, or what makes you hesitant? Write me in the comments, and I'm happy to read your thoughts, and I hope to see you in this video now or next